to the Mary and Larry Show, starring Tim and Aaron, live from wherever we are. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hi, welcome to the Mary and Larry Show. I'm Emily, filling in for Aaron, who is recovering from a fight with a 5-year-old girl. So, we are recapping the games from this past weekend. You want to tell us what the games were?
Yeah. The first one we had the Ravens traveling to Tennessee. And you're the only 10 I see.
Oh.
So funny. No? Okay. What happened there? I remember some huge play some call that was never made that made it change.
Lame game.
Yeah. Why don't you tell people about it?
The refs didn't call a delay of game. It was 2 or 3 seconds over. It was plainly visible. They should have called it. And then there was a super long pass, yeah?
Yeah, on that play.
Yeah, right, that play. There's a super long pass for, was this an overtime?
No.
No.
It was towards the end of the fourth quarter.
Towards the end of the fourth quarter, though. And then, so they got a first down, and then they eventually got scored, right?
Yeah, they got the winning field goal
They got
off
the
of that
winning field goal from that.
controversial call. It didn't seem like a lot of people were. I mean, it was mentioned, obviously,
Right.
but I thought it was absolutely huge deal. And they replayed it a few times, But even afterwards, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, they have to look at the clock and look at the field, and it's up to the ref's discretion and stuff."
But the next day they called one that was 4 times shorter than
Right, and they usually do. That was just very different. And I feel bad because I wonder, and I think the theme of the weekend for me was what if? I mean, that's my big thing. But I was like, what if they make that call? It was already, I think, 3rd and long. So it would have been 3rd and longer. What if they make that call? Do the Ravens get to make that field goal? What happens, But they did win it. Number 6 beating number 1. And they're going on in the AFC East Championship. It's funny because you asked me about the Ravens offense. And I said it didn't need to be good.
Well,
And was I right? Because
yeah.
it was bad. It was horrible.
Yeah.
But they won it because of
The non-delay of game call.
And
the defense.
they hated the defense.
Just
yeah.
kidding.
The defense actually wasn't all that great. They referred to it as bend but not break, and I was talking bend in half, but not break or something. But it was the turnovers. Turnovers again were a big part of the game. The defense did enough. I mean, they held them to 10 points, obviously, but interesting game. Then we had the Cardinals and the Panthers. Yes!
Hey.
This guy, so smart right here,
Yeah.
picking the Carolina Panthers to win the Super Bowl.
To win the Super Bowl.
And what they did instead was come out undefeated at home, the only team, 8-0. And they said to themselves, instead of winning all the games and winning the Super Bowl, let's just lose the first one, Let's just lose it. And they lost it in epic fashion. They got killed by the Cardinals. Cardinals offense was pretty amazing, like we thought it would be. But what about the Panthers quarterback, Jake Delhomme?
What about him?
Do you remember the stuff he did?
Did he pass the ball?
He did. He passed it to interesting people, though.
Yeah?
I would say.
The other team?
Yeah.
Was it
he did.
4?
Yeah.
4 interceptions.
Yeah. I remember a normal co-host of mine saying
A normal
that he was kind of going against my Panthers pick, and he said something like he could see the Panthers falling if Jake Delhomme acted like Brett Favre. He said if he had Favre-itis and threw a lot of picks.
Yeah, I remember that. Something about 3 per game, 4 per game.
They were going to be in
something.
trouble, and he did that. So my what if for this game was, what if Jake Delhomme was at least a mediocre quarterback for a day? Then what happens? I mean, really, you don't even get to see it because they turn the ball over so many times. You'd think at least they'd have a shot, or would probably win the game.
Maybe.
But they got beat the heck up. But the Cardinals, again, there they are again.
Maybe the Cardinals are actually good and you just don't know it.
Does anybody know it? I mean, come on. I mean, yeah, I can't buy that theory. I can't buy that nonsense. Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, bye-bye me. Bye-bye Panthers. One of the best opening drives I've ever seen. With their 2 running backs. And you thought, oh, it's over. And it was shortly afterwards for the Cardinals. So, interesting times there.